Stop reading her texts. Right now, you are analyzing the wrong data. You're obsessing over emojis and response times, but you completely missed the moment she screamed she wanted you without saying a single word. You felt it. That small, seemingly accidental brush against you. You ignored it. You told yourself, she's just being friendly. You told yourself not to read into it because you are terrified of being wrong. You are terrified of looking like a creep. So you played it safe. You did nothing. And in doing nothing, you killed the tension she was begging you to escalate. Here is the secret women will never admit to your face. Touch is never accidental. It is a language. And there is one specific micro-touch, a specific zone on your body that separates a nice guy from a lover. It is a biological override switch. If she touches you here, she isn't just interested. She is obsessed. She is waiting for you to take the lead. I am going to show you exactly where that is and how to react so you never fumble a high-interest woman again. But first, hit the like button. Prove you are ready to handle the truth. Subscribe right now, because if you miss this signal again, you don't deserve her. 1. You are sitting next to her. A bar, a car, a couch. It doesn't matter. Suddenly, her knee brushes against yours. Your instinct is to be a gentleman. You think you're invading her space. You apologize, or you subconsciously shift your leg away to give her room. You think you are being respectful. You are actually signaling that you are submissive. You are telling her that her physical presence makes you nervous, so you retreat. When you pull away, you break the circuit. You demonstrate that you cannot handle her physical pressure. You just failed the first test. The truth is, a woman will use her legs to measure your confidence before she ever uses her hands. This is plausible deniability at its finest. It is the safest way for her to initiate contact, because if you call her out, she can say, "Oh, sorry, it's crowded in here." But she isn't doing it because it's crowded. She is grounding herself to you. She is checking if you are solid. If you stay planted, you subconsciously tell her brain, "I am immovable. I am the prize." If you move, you tell her, "I am easily displaced." She wants a rock, not a leaf blowing in the wind. So when you feel that contact, do absolutely nothing. Do not shift. Do not apologize. Do not look down at the legs. Continue the conversation exactly as you were. Maintain eye contact. If anything, lean back slightly to show you are relaxed. By refusing to break the touch, you force her to be the one to decide to move or stay. 99% of the time, she will stay. She will press harder. You have now established a physical bond without saying a word. But once you've anchored her with your knee, she's going to test your upper body. And this next touch is where most men get friend-zoned instantly. 2. You make a joke. She laughs, rolls her eyes, and pushes your shoulder. Maybe she even hits your arm with a closed fist. You panic. You think, she's treating me like one of the bros. You think this is the friend zone manifesting in real time. You think she sees you as a safe, sexless sibling. So, you laugh awkwardly, you rub your arm, or you pull away to stop the violence. You just failed. By retreating, you proved you are harmless, and harmless men are not sexy. Aggression and arousal are neighbors in the female brain. When a woman physically engages you with force, even playfully, she is breaking the polite society barrier. She is bored of your politeness. She is testing your durability. She wants to see if you are fragile. A woman will never physically strike, even playfully, a man she intimidates or respects too much. She does it to a man she feels comfortable enough to challenge. She is subconsciously asking, "Can you handle me? Can you dominate this energy?" She wants you to physically check her back. Do not giggle. Do not rub your arm. Escalation is the only answer here. When she shoves you, you must return the energy immediately but with controlled dominance. If she pushes your shoulder, catch her wrist mid-air. Don't squeeze hard, just stop the momentum. Hold it for 1 second, look her in the eyes, then let go. Or, nudge her back with your shoulder, but make sure you are heavier, stronger, and more grounded. Show her that her physical force has zero effect on your emotional stability. You've handled her legs and her aggression, but now she's going to move in for the kill. If she touches you in this next spot, she is trying to claim ownership of you publicly. 3. She reaches out and fixes your collar. She picks a piece of lint off your sweater. She smooths a stray hair on your head. You recoil. You feel embarrassed. You think she is criticizing your appearance. You think, great, I look like a mess, and now she's acting like my mother. You mutter a quick, thanks, and step back to check your reflection in a window. You just rejected one of the highest forms of intimacy a woman can offer. You treated a bonding ritual like a hygiene check. This is not about the lint. There is no lint. This is pure primate biology. In nature, females groom the males they intend to mate with. It is a territorial claim. By fixing your appearance, she is subconsciously telling you and everyone watching that you belong to her. She is investing in your presentation because you are now a reflection of her value. She is invading your personal space, the intimate zone within 6 inches of your face, to see if you trust her enough to let her guard down. If you pull away, you tell her you are not comfortable with her closeness. You tell her you are strangers. The action step freeze. Do not help her. Do not brush it off yourself. Let her hands linger on your chest or near your neck. While she is focused on the lint, you focus entirely on her eyes. This is a power position. She is serving you. Accept it. When she finishes, do not say thank you. That is what you say to a waiter. Instead, smirk and say, careful, you're making me look too good. Turn the grooming into a flirtatious conspiracy. These touches are signals of interest, but the next one is different. If she touches you here, she isn't just claiming you. She is literally trying to sedate you because she feels unsafe when you aren't close. 4. You are walking down the street, or maybe you are standing at a bar. Suddenly, she grabs your upper arm. She squeezes your bicep. You think she is just holding on for balance. You think she is just being affectionate or emphasizing a story she is telling. You let your arm hang limp like a wet noodle. You think playing it cool means being physically passive. You are failing a biological inspection that is happening in real time. By staying soft, you are telling her subconscious that there is no steel behind the frame. Evolutionarily, a woman is wired to seek a mate who can offer physical protection. When she squeezes your arm, she isn't just touching you. She is measuring your density. She is checking your tensile strength. She wants to know that if danger walked through the door, you have the physical capacity to handle it. If she feels mush, her attraction drops. If she feels controlled tension, her anxiety drops and her arousal spikes. She is borrowing your strength to feel safe. The action step. Do not strike a pose. Do not flex like a bodybuilder in a mirror. That is insecurity. Instead, apply the 10% tension. Just engage the muscle slightly. Make your arm feel like a tree branch, not a pillow. Let her feel the hardness of the muscle under the relaxed state. When she squeezes and feels that resistance, she will instinctively move closer to you. She has found her shield. You have passed the physical tests. But there is one final touch. It is rare. It is dangerous. If she touches you in this specific spot, she is ready to risk everything for you right now. 5. The thigh press. You are sitting side by side. Suddenly, her hand lands on your thigh. Not your knee, your thigh. High up. You freeze. You stare straight ahead. You pretend it isn't happening because your heart rate just doubled and you can't think straight. You ignore it to respect her boundaries. You think acknowledging it makes you a pervert. By ignoring it, you aren't being respectful. You are being clueless. You are rejecting the clearest invitation a woman can possibly send. This is the green light protocol. The thigh is the gateway to intimacy. It is a highly protected zone. No woman touches a man's thigh accidentally for more than a split second. If her hand lingers here, she has bypassed social pleasantries entirely. She has made herself vulnerable to rejection because if you move her hand, she is humiliated. She is explicitly signaling sexual desire. She is waiting to see if you are brave enough to walk through the door she just unlocked. The action step. Do not look at her. Keep your eyes on the road, the movie, or the room. Take your hand and place it directly on top of hers. Do not squeeze. Just apply weight. Press her hand into your leg. You are trapping her where she wants to be. You are physically signaling, I feel you, I want you here, and I am in control. You now have the map to her desires. But reading the map is useless if you don't have the guts to drive the car. This ends now. Most men walk through life blind. They miss the girl, they miss the moment, and they sleep alone because they were too polite to read the signs. That is not you anymore. You now have the cheat codes that 99% of men are too scared to use. You see the matrix. But seeing the signal is only half the battle. You must have the courage to answer the call. Knowledge without action is just cowardice. Hit the like button if you're done being oblivious. Subscribe right now, because the next video reveals the hidden signals she sends when she is lying to you, and you cannot afford to miss that. She's waiting for a man who gets it. Go be him.